She's just the sweetest thing ever. I mean, look at her, she's just a doll.
Lori Rich is deeply committed to caring for Riverside's homeless population and their pets.
This is Ganja. When I met her, she was 2 months old, and she was living in the river bottom. And we got her spayed and vaccinated and microchipped and everything pretty quickly. I drive around to different parts of the city every day. If you look in my car, it's got blankets and all kinds of pet supplies, collars, leashes, harnesses. I have pet food, I have pet wipes, I have hand warmers, just depending on what it is.
Lori and her daughter Shira started the nonprofit Taking It to the Streets with Lori and Shira to provide food, shelter, and veterinary services for pets of the homeless.
We're driving around the city when I was in high school and noticed a lot of homeless people actually had dogs. So even though they had an owner, they were still homeless and they still needed help.
The reason that I felt it was so important in the homeless community is because there's so much breeding going on and none of those people have money, even if they want to spay and neuter their animals. The first few months of doing this, I just was going on Facebook and asking people if they wanted to give us stuff to give to the animals. And then when we wanted to start spaying and neutering, I started asking for money.
I began to follow Lori's Facebook page to see the work she was doing. I was just amazed.
Grants and donations poured in, enabling Taking It to the Streets to cover costs for food, spay and neuter surgery, vaccinations, and microchips for dogs and cats living on the streets with their homeless caretakers.
And that tugs at my heart. So I know that when I sit down at my computer later in the day and write grants, that it's going to hopefully bring in money so these pets will have the opportunity for veterinary services.
Lori's compassion and generosity even extends to homeless pet owners themselves.
I'll put people in rooms when the weather's bad. And in the summer, I do one also to get out of the heat.
She relates so well with the homeless and their pets. As you can see, she just warms up to the pets like they were her own. That's an attribute that I think is quite admirable.
I just feel like it's my purpose to do this, and I do it just because I love it.
Lori's heart and dedication to homeless animals and their owners is truly remarkable.
I would say that yes, Lori is a real hero for the pets of the homeless because there's just not that many people who are willing to take the time and carefully, properly approach the homeless and say, I want to help you, and she earns their trust. They rely on her. They know that she's honest.
She's even more of a hero. She's not just my hero, she's a hero to every single homeless person and every single pet that she has helped. The ones that she's provided the veterinary care for, the ones that she has gotten rehomed, the ones that are getting food when they wouldn't have. She does an amazing job helping out in our community, and the more we spread the word, then the more of a hero she can be to more and more people.
I definitely don't consider myself a hero. I mean, I consider people that are off in the war heroes. I consider, some people in law enforcement to be heroes. I feel like when you're doing something that is just the right thing to do to be helpful, that doesn't make you a hero. It just makes you a decent human being.